Pro-Vice-Chancellors, members of the University, graduates and graduands, families and friends. Today, the University makes the award of Alumni of the Year to Billie Major, the Corporate Vice President and Head of Delivery for Capgemini Aspire, for making an outstanding contribution to our society and to the life of this university. Billie spent her early years in the mining village in Newton in northeast Derbyshire, and after passing her 11+, went to Swanwick Hall Grammar School. From there, she came to this university to study for a degree in sports science, based then, I'm told, in the old gym and in the Munro. During that period, she played hockey for the Midlands under-18 side, for Junior England, and for the university. And as with many others before and since, she experienced the university Coniston camp and still retains an affection for the Lake District. After graduation, she worked in the leisure industry, but decided it wasn't for her and took a 60% wage cut to train as a computer programmer. She worked in a range of small businesses and large corporations, including programming such devices as machines that knitted net curtains and the systems on nuclear submarines. She joined Capgemini in the mid-1990s, where she progressed from principal consultant to senior manager, associate director, divisional director, vice president, senior vice president, and then in 2014 to corporate vice president and head of delivery. Capgemini is a world-leading business solutions consultancy employing 140,000 people based in over 40 countries around the world. She leads a team of 2,000 IT professionals delivering and supporting systems across a wide range of solutions for the firm's biggest account, HM Revenue and Customs. The solutions developed by Billie's teams collected over 400 billion for the UK government last year. It's unclear to me whether the programming of knitting machines or nuclear submarines was the best preparation for this task. Over the last 10 years, her team has met time, cost and quality targets across some 200 projects. Programs have won IT industry awards across a variety of categories. She also acts as mentor on Capgemini's Leadership Academy program, a fast-track training program for future executives. She was named as the Every Woman Technology Team Leader of the Year in 2011 in recognition of her achievements and received her award from the Princess Royal. In addition, she has made a very significant contribution to the life of this university in closely supporting all areas of student experience over the last 4 years, spending her time across disciplines. She has worked exclusively with us to create the University of Birmingham Capgemini Community Challenge, in which Birmingham students get to spend a week at Aspire HQ as consultants working for a charity client. The week's challenge is unique. There's none other like it in the UK and is exclusive to the university. She has championed every stage of the programme, which is now entering its 4th year, and which has seen 100 University of Birmingham students go through the challenge and 20 charities benefit from it. The charity clients have included Air Ambulance, Telford Food Bank, Birmingham Bereavement, Age Concern, and others. The tangible outcomes of each of the consultancy projects carried out by our students have a huge impact on the charities and the communities they serve. The time Billie has given in designing, delivering, and championing this programme is remarkable for one with her level of seniority, and much appreciated by the students. She has visited all interns at Capgemini in person in their different areas of business and allowed a number of them to shadow her for a day. She has also been instrumental in creating a bursary fund for computer science students and has shown a keen interest in the development of the new university school, in particular offering Capgemini support in the career development of the pupils and in the school's delivery of digital skills. She also gives numerous guest lectures at the university, and she has worked closely with the module leader of the leadership module on the BSc Business Management programme to design her lectures to specifically enhance the students' understanding of, and enthusiasm for the subject. She has produced a video specifically for Birmingham students to exemplify leadership challenges. For 4 years now, she has given up her Saturdays to deliver mock assessment training for postgraduates and has this year delivered one of the MBA Distinguished Leaders Lectures. She also supports the Computer Science Industry Advisory Board sessions and has offered avenues for research collaboration. The Capgemini website sets out the firm's key values as honesty, boldness, trust, freedom, team spirit, modesty, and fun. Pro Vice-Chancellor, for all that she has done for this university and for embodying in her life and profession these key values of her firm, I present to you and the university Billie Major for the award of Alumna of the Year 2015.
Congratulations, great. Good luck with the speech.
Oh, yes, thank you. Pro Vice-Chancellor, graduates, graduands and guests, I can't tell you how proud and honoured I feel to stand here today. So I firstly want to thank the university for this honour and the opportunity and recognition that goes with it. Thank you very much. Most of my comments now are going to be directed to the back of the room, to the new graduates. And it doesn't seem that long ago, actually, since I was sitting where you're sitting today. I'm glad you're at the back because you can't see my wrinkles. So you don't know how long ago it was that I was sitting there, which is good. And nobody here who can see will cheat on me because they're your parents, so they won't cheat. So I feel fairly secure. Anyway, my comments are directed at you. And in the time that I was at Birmingham, and I've got a very similar degree to many of the degrees that you've received at the back there. At my time in Birmingham, I had a great time. The university was a fantastic place. So I know you will have had a great experience here in one of the best universities in the UK. Also, in a city that's exciting, it's vibrant, and it's very eclectic. So that's the experience you've had. You've graduated today, and your career lies in front of you. So what would I say to you? What have I learned in the path from there to here, which actually doesn't look that far, but a lot's gone on in between. So the first thing that I would say to you, and the first thing or one of the first things that I learned, is always believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. Each one of you is unique. Each one of us is unique. You will have a perspective that only belongs to you. And you'll bring that perspective to everything you do, every decision you make, every situation that you're in. You will bring that opinion and that perspective. And that is very, very valuable because it belongs to you and no one else has it. So don't ever let anybody tell you it doesn't matter, because it does. Don't let anybody tell you it's not important, because it is. And in fact, in my industry, we make a whole method and a whole process of building on each other's ideas. And many of the best innovations and ideas in society have been a result of somebody's idea that somebody else has built on and improved. So your ideas and your opinions matter. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to say to you is you need to learn to be very familiar and happy with failure. As you go through your lives, failure is inevitable. The only people that have never failed are the ones that have never lived. And you have to live. So you have to learn to become very comfortable with failure. And if it helps, because failure is a very negative word, think of failure as an iteration towards getting better and an iteration towards the next stage of what you're trying to do. Because that is what it is. You will learn from every mistake that you make. Use failure, make it your friend, and learn from it to make yourselves even better. In fact, and you probably know these examples, but I'm going to share them with you again because they are so good. Some of the most successful people on the planet have been badged as failures. In the 1960s, Decca Records described a pop group called the Beatles as they would never make it in pop music. They had no future. Oprah Winfrey was sacked from her job as a news anchor and was told that she would never make it in media. Albert Einstein was told by his teacher he would never make it in anything. In fact, he couldn't speak until he was 4. Now, if all those people who were badged as a failure had listened to the people that were telling them that they were failures, just think how less rich the world would be. All the things that we wouldn't have today that those people have contributed to society. And even more surprising and startling is think of all the Albert Einsteins that have been influenced by what people have said about them and all the things that the world's missed out on because those people didn't or listened and didn't believe in themselves and try again. So, the last piece of advice I want to give you is make resilience and persistence and tenacity your companions as you go through your careers. Stay close with those 3 qualities. You'll find that very often the most successful people are not the most able people, they're not the most skillful people, they're not the most knowledgeable people. They're the ones that want it the most, that are prepared to keep going when they hit adversity, and that pick themselves up, dust themselves down, and go again. You can make incredible things happen in your lives by keeping on trying and being persistent. So, they're my 3 things for you to think about as you go through your career. Believe in yourselves, always operate with integrity, listen to other people's opinions, and don't be frightened to give your own. And most of all, never, ever give up. Thank you.